What's going on, guys? Riley from Northwest Strings here with a pattern video again for you. I kind of want to just start putting out patterns for heads that generally don't have a lot of patterns out on the internet for you guys to just go on YouTube, search the head and whatever kind of pocket you want in it, and find a nice pattern with all the specifications that you want. So I'm kind of just doing like with the optic, I'm just kind of doing basic stuff that anyone could really pick up and play with, stuff that has not too much whip and kind of a smooth release with pretty simple patterns. I mean, I'm going to be doing heads like a Surgeon 10500. I think that's the next one I'm going to do. I might even do that one today too, just because I have some time. I have some time off of work. I worked like 60 hours this week, so I'm pretty beat. I worked midnight to 8 this morning, and I haven't gone to sleep yet, and it's like 4 o'clock here already, so I'm pretty, if you can't tell, I'm pretty tired, but I'm getting through it. I got the next 2 days off, so sleep's not really something I'm worried about. Back to what the video's about. I'm going to be doing Surgeon 10500. Today's the Nike CEO, which I don't know about you guys. You guys seem to have a pretty easy time stringing it. I had a pretty tough time finding a pattern that worked the way I wanted it to. So yeah, I'm glad I actually found a pattern for it, because I actually contemplated selling it just because I couldn't find something that worked in it, so I was going to just sell it. But I found something that worked in it, so I get to keep it, which is cool. I'm really glad about that. But sorry, I'm watching Arrow. I don't know if you guys watch it. It's a pretty tight show. I keep getting off topic because I'm tired. Surgeon 10500, Nike CEO, Surgeon High School. You know, just heads that don't have a lot of patterns on YouTube that you couldn't just search up real quick. It's going to be similar to like what East Coast Eyes does with his videos, where he puts out like 3 patterns for a head, for a high, mid, and low pocket. This video has already gone on for 2 minutes. I haven't even given you a pattern yet, so I'm going to do that right now. Here's the Nike CEO. It's got a really nice mid pocket with a really nice channel. This head's really narrow, so you can't really pull the first 3 diamonds of mesh too far down, or you're going to get a super tight channel that's going to add a lot of whip, which had happened to me a lot. I would interlock down to like about here in the head, and the channel would just be way too tight. But I think I finally got it just to the point where it still looks nice, and it isn't too wide for me. It's kind of just, these are kind of the channels I like. I don't like them much tighter than this. So I'm just really happy that I found something that works. So it's a 9 diamond top string through the first hole here, and then you tie on and you loop going through no mesh, and then you SI to the 3rd hole. Yeah, SI to the 3rd hole, and then you skip SI, skip SI. And then you are going to go, this is where it gets kind of weird, you're going to go through no mesh at all, and you're just going to interlock to the next hole. So, like if you were tying sidewalls for a traditional, don't go through any mesh, just make an interlock. And what that's going to do is it's not going to pull this diamond of mesh down, so it's not going to flatten out right here, and it's going to it's not going to add too much pull down to your channel. And then you do a 1, which will it'll lock that that diamond down and pull the mesh, but it won't flatten it like it would if you pulled it down completely with an interlock. It won't flatten it. It'll just have that. It'll be a floating 1 there, so it won't get too tight, and it'll kind of push out when the ball goes through it. So that's one of the things that I like to do recently with these heads, and it will prevent that mesh hole from dragging up, so it doesn't add too much whip to it and too much hook, which is also another cool feature. So you do a 1 after the no mesh interlock, do a 1 and then a 2, and then you do SI to the next 2 holes, and then skip SI, and then skip and do a 1 tie off. And I did an 8 diamond bottom string. Disclaimer, this is with String King 1X mesh, and String King is 17.5 millimeter, So if you do it with 15 millimeter, it might not be the exact same pocket, but I doubt it'll be a drastic difference. It might even be better with 15 millimeter. But I'm just a big fan of Spring King, so I like to use it in as many sticks as possible. And then I went with 3 straight. You can pretty much do anything, any shooter setup you want, and it'll work. But I enjoy 3 straight. It's a nice smooth release. I kind of don't like to do more than, I don't like to do more than 2 laces. I like to do 2 in a nylon, or 3 straight. I don't really like to exceed 3 though, mostly because you can't. I like to use college rules. I've always liked to use college rules. Never really liked the U's. I always liked straights and nylons and stuff, so yeah, I was never really a big fan of U's, and I was never really a big fan of high school heads either. I liked wider heads. I always just think X-Spec heads and X6 heads look cooler. That's just my opinion, just a preference. Again, game's all about preference. I say that in a few of my recent videos because it is all preference. I use a Nike Vandal on a Nike CEO. Some people use a Nike CEO on a STX amp. I don't know. You probably no one uses that, but you get the idea. It's all preference. Hopefully, you guys string that pattern up. Let me know if you do. I'd love to see it. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna make the Surgeon 10 500 video before I don't make it and I have to go back to work for 60 hours. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this pattern helped you, and check back for the next video.